You don't just pull no steak out and put it right on the grill. Let my feet soak.
I've got 30 minutes if you wanna spill your mind. Give me all your reasons to why I should take my time. Used to have forever, but you never cared that much.
Hey guys, so we are back with another weekly vlog, and I'm kind of starting in the bathroom, which I have started videos in the bathroom before, but I guess this is kind of a weird way to do it. I need to organize my drawers. My drawers have been getting out of control. I've just been throwing stuff in here, and I needed to get them together. So I figured I could talk to you guys while I do this, because I had a couple things I think would be kind of cool to start the conversation with today. So this week was kind of crazy starting in the market. Let me actually turn this here so I can get a little closer. But yeah, this week was kind of crazy getting into the market. I had a position in Peloton, Teladoc, and Art. And I had gotten Teladoc at a pretty good price. But I was kind of sad today because basically it sold off like almost back to where I bought in at. Let me get this trash can, because we're about to throw away a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, it sold off like basically back down to where I bought it. So I was kind of irritated about that because they were doing so good and it really seemed like they were about to make something happen, and then went all the way back to where I it's like right above where I bought it at. So I'm kind of irritated, but it is what it is. I just hate giving back money because I'm greedy like that now. So I'm still waiting for them to hit. I have an out price, but I feel like I'm gonna end up just having to take, next time it goes up, take my money and exit and just call it a day. So one thing I have started doing though lately is when I get into a trade, when it hits the seller's level and I'm hoping that it makes it over the seller's level, I unload half of my position. That way if it slides back, I'm not giving back everything. So that is one benefit. I'm not fully vested in Teladoc right now, but I was trying to hold out until it hit 200, but I just have a feeling it's not gonna do it. So I think I'm about to just exit Teladoc and move on. And then Peloton got some really bad news over the weekend. And they also, I just saw after hours that they were, there's a lawsuit that got announced, so that's not good. So I kind of feel like I need to move on from Teladoc and Peloton and just find me another baby. So kind of sad about that, but I feel like I need to stop. This is like a lesson for me to not be so emotionally attached to trades and to companies, because I get in these companies and I just love them and I feel like I understand them really well and I understand the upward potential. I have so many bobby pins in here. But I understand the upward opportunity for the company and I really believe in them, but at the same time I just don't want to keep holding for so long because it ties up your money, and I just don't really see myself as being a long position trader. So it's kind of tough, you know what I mean? It's been crazy these last few weeks, but I was doing really good. And the one thing I will say though, a lot of people have been getting in and purchasing these Bitcoin, you know, whether it be Dogecoin, crypto, or purchasing crypto. So purchasing Dogecoin, purchasing, what's the other major one? I don't trade crypto, as you guys can probably tell, because I can't remember the names of any of them. But what I will say is, the reason why I don't trade crypto is because they always say you shouldn't trade something or purchase something you do not understand, and I don't fully understand and have a full appreciation for crypto. But I have started to see a lot of people who haven't really been in trading and haven't studied and researched to understand everything jumping into crypto, and I feel like that is so dangerous, and it just makes me worried that they're gonna end up getting burned, you know? So it is kind of crazy watching everybody talk about Dogecoin and Bitcoin, you know, right now, because I just keep thinking, I hope it's not another GameStop, because I know a few people who are upside down in GameStop right now. So if you were thinking about getting in these positions and getting in these, you know, crypto companies or crypto coins, make sure you do your research. Study to show thyself approved, okay? Make sure you know what you're doing. So So I need to clean this drawer. We're gonna wipe her down. Oop, here's my towel. Make sure she is fully clean because I got these drawer organizers from Amazon that I want to put in here. I really hope they fit because you don't want to be like me. I just purchased and I didn't measure nothing. So don't be like me, okay? Do not be like me. Be better than me. Measure your stuff. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go grab these drawers. Okay, so basically these are like little holders. And I have this one. And then there's like these little ones like this. So this is kind of cool. I think I'm going to line them up next to each other. Hi, husband. Why do you call me wife? Why do you say hello, wife? Why don't you just say, hey, Kristyn. Hey, baby. You can call me baby.
That's what I want to say.
You can call me baby, maybe.
Yeah.
You can say, hi, baby. Isn't that what I call you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
I do.
Why do you have pajamas on already?
Because I was in my outfit. My outfit was uncomfortable.
Technically, though, I've been calling you my wife before you were my wife because I used to call you my wife. You'd be like, I'm not your wife. Don't call me that.
Well, yeah, you used to call me your wife and I wasn't. Were you trying to speak by faith?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd be like, you're my wife. And I'd be like, hold on now, you ain't put that ring on that finger yet. I was like, you got too much dip on your chip. You feel me? This looks pretty good. So I'm going to show you really quickly what everything is looking like. My top drawer is organized. It looks the best it's ever looked. Ever. Ever. And then the second drawer, the middle drawer, because I get the middle and the top. Brian gave me 2 drawers. So he has the bottom drawer, I have the top and the middle, and they look good. So I'm gonna show y'all what I'm looking like. I still gotta figure out like all this extra stuff because I have so many things that just don't have homes now, but we gonna figure it out. I have made it to the bedroom. So you guys, there's a girl on Instagram. I need to look her up so I can tell you her page because I want to make sure to tell you the original person who shared this hack. Okay, so her Instagram is HAYETRIDA. So Hyatt Rida. And she shared on her Instagram story yesterday. I think it's a reel. So if you go to her page, it's in her reels. But she shared this hack for the best like shiny moisturized skin. And when I tell you guys, I got the products and she was not lying. So basically what you take is this Aveeno Eczema Therapy. It's the itch relief balm. And she done sold this stuff out all over the country. Like people were sharing how it was gone. Like not only this, so you take this and you mix it with this. And this is the Johnson & Johnson Shea and Cocoa Butter Oil Gel. And I believe she said you use 75% this. So basically what she was doing is she was actually taking out 25% of this and then adding the product, this product here, and mixing them together and giving you like that moisturized look. Now, because I'm weird about my stuff mixing, I don't know why I'm like this. I've just been taking like a little bit of the Aveeno and it's kind of like this, it's almost like a hair lotion texture if my camera will ever focus. So hopefully you guys can kind of see. It's the texture of like a thick lotion, like almost like a hair cream. And then I've just been squeezing a little bit of the gel in with it. Like not a lot. Just because I don't really want to mix it. But when I tell you guys, first of all, this Aveeno stuff is bomb. So I had never tried that before. But when you mix it, it does make you look so moisturized and so just hydrated. Like, oh my goodness. And you may not be able to see because it's kind of dark in here. But the products are bomb, like really, really, really bomb. So get this combination, check her Instagram out and go watch that reel. If I can, I will try to put a link for it in the description box, but y'all, it's clutch. Like, I put this stuff on for my pictures today because I took some pictures outside with Gary and again, and I'm really excited to see these pictures. But y'all, clutch. The only thing I will say is when you put this on, you got to make sure you wipe your hands off because your hands will be so greasy. And I ended up getting this on my clothes, and I was a little bit irritated that it was on my shirt because I had those pictures. So I told Gary, and I was like, please erase where I have these little grease spots from the Johnson & Johnson, because the Johnson & Johnson is a little bit greasy. But this Shea Moisture stuff, or this Aveeno eczema therapy, this junk is clutch. Like, by itself, it's bomb. Like, I don't know how I never knew about this product, but it really feels good. Like, if you have eczema, I would highly recommend. The way I just wiped it on my lip. It's probably not a bad chapstick though. Like, yeah, that feels good. When I put this on earlier, Krixus came over and he was smelling me. He's like smelling me. And Krixus, I told y'all before, he doesn't kiss. He won't lick you. Like, he's just one of those dogs where I think he thinks humans are nasty. I don't know. I think he's kind of like black people where we think like you don't kiss your dogs. He's kind of like that with humans. He don't believe in kissing all humans. But I put this on me earlier and he was like, oh my goodness. Like, he came up and sniffed me, and then he was like doing this thing with his tongue where he was flicking his tongue out his mouth, but in a way where he wasn't really trying to lick me. He was just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was almost like the smell to him was so good that he just couldn't help but lick his tongue out. So my baby was too cute. But I'm about to chill. Brian actually went out to get me a cherry Coke from Wendy's because I'm craving a cherry Coke, which I really shouldn't. Let me get my chapstick. I really shouldn't I shouldn't drink that stuff because it's not good for you, but I'm craving it. And he's so sweet. Like, I could ask Brian for anything and he would do it. If he had it, if he could give it to me, he would do it. So he went to get me a cherry Coke, and that's the only thing I wanted tonight so I can finish up some work before I get into my evening and chill. So yeah, I think I'm about to put this hair up though. Okay, wait, before I let you guys go, I have a question for you. I am really curious. I've asked y'all before, but I have a lot of new people right now who have come to my channel. So I'm just curious, like, how old are you? Comment below how old you are, because I'm really curious. Like, I can see the analytics and the demographics, but it only breaks down ranges for me. So I would be really curious to know, how old are you guys? And the reason why I asked this question is I know there's some things that I definitely have been thinking about as I'm starting to get older. Like, I can see it in my face that I'm starting to finally change. Like, I went years where I'd be like, I can't really see that I'm getting older. I just don't really see it. And now it's like, it's getting to the point where I can see that I'm getting older. And I think every human being goes through that because as you get older, gravity is doing its thing. Your body is, you know, it's totally defying you. And I think that there's some things that might be kind of fun to talk about pertaining to just getting older and, like, you know, doing what you can to look and feel your best, take more care of your body, don't drink cherry Coke, stuff like that. But I do think, like, I want to start getting more educated on nutrients and things that I can do for my body. I will say, just coming into COVID, I did research on just ways to boost my immune system. But I also want to learn just things I can do better to be healthier as a human being as I age. So I think it would be kind of fun to educate myself, and as I educate myself, to share that with you guys as well, if you'd be curious, because I think this is something that could be totally relatable for other people who are my age and who are approaching the big 4-0. Because y'all, like, I'm approaching the big 4-0. I really haven't been, you know, trying to talk too much about it, but at the same time, I feel like it's just it's the elephant in the room, you know, it's the truth. Like, I have grown up on YouTube. You know, I've only been on YouTube for, like, I think it's been like 6 years, but I literally feel like I've matured in my adult life on YouTube. And I was watching some of my older videos and I'm just like, wow, that is Kristyn. And I don't even know that girl. Like, I feel like I'm just so different than the Kristyn who started off on YouTube 5-6 years ago. So let me know, comment below, tell me your age if you're comfortable doing that. If you're not comfortable sharing your age online, don't do it. But I just would love to hear that. And then I would love for you guys to ask me questions and send me some emails with questions, because I get the question a lot about mentoring and if I would mentor. And I don't honestly think I have the bandwidth to do it. I just have so much on my plate that I would not want to let anyone down by committing to mentoring and not being able to do it to the level of excellence that I think it would need. However, I think one way that I could do this and also help other people is to answer questions in the videos. So if you guys ever have questions and you just want to share, you know, your question, something in general, I will never say who sent it. Your email will not be shown. Your name will not be shown. And I will definitely be like, what's the word? I will say things in a way that would be totally neutral so no one would know who it was. But I think it could be really dope and super helpful, as well as just having some conversation that we all can relate to. So if you're comfortable with doing that, send me your questions on email and, you know, let's talk about it. But I'm about to go ahead and finish cleaning up my room and I guess get ready for bed. Cause last night, y'all, I went to bed at 9 o'clock and I was up this morning at 4 a.m. And now I'm exhausted, so I think I'm about to go to bed and catch up with you guys tomorrow. Hey y'all, I think today is Tuesday, and I am headed to run some errands. I gotta get some dog food. I found out from being in the pet group that I've been giving my dogs the wrong kind of dog food. So this person, people are so stupid. Like, okay, so I found out I've been giving my dog the wrong kind of dog food. So I am headed to get them some dog food. I've been giving them grain-free dog food, and I did some research, and from being in the Black Girls Who Love Fur Babies group, the girls helped to educate me that grain-free dog food has been linked with a certain type of heart disease in dogs. So we definitely don't want that. So I'm about to get them the Purina, I believe it's the Purina Pro plan is what my vet said to get them. I really hope this is a good good dog food. I've seen in the vet group the other vets talk about this particular dog food. So we're gonna get this for Crixus and Lola. And then I'm trying to think what else I need to do. I need to drop off this box because I'm shipping out one more package from the haul I did this past weekend. And I feel like there's something else. I gotta get some food. So I think that's the 3 things. Oh, I wanted to get some stuff to do my feet. I'm doing a pedicure on myself tonight, so I need to get the stuff for my pedicure. So those are 3 things I think I gotta do. So we running errands, basically. I'm sorry, I'm like running on. This morning I've been like back to back to back to back. This is my first time taking a break, and I feel like my brain is just moving 10,000 miles per minute. So hopefully that makes sense. Hi, can I place an order for pickup?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, can I get the, let's see, do I want the pad CU or, can I do the pad CU? I'll do that today.
You want it lunch or dinner?
Let's do the dinner portion with chicken.
Okay, you want it spicy?
Yeah, can I have a Thai hot, please?
Sure.
And then,
Okay.
Can I add broccoli as well?
You want more broccoli?
Oh, it has broccoli, that's right.
Yeah, actually it's the broccoli, and then the drunken noodle is bell pepper.
That's right. Okay, no, that's perfect.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll be all. And it's for
And your name?
Kristyn, sorry.
Hi, Kristyn, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thanks, how are you?
Good, good. It's snowing now a little.
Oh my goodness, yes. I don't know what is going on.
I know. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Bye. Is it sad when the restaurant knows you by your order? Like, I order so much from this little Thai place. They have the best food, and thankfully it's close to the house. So I sometimes go back and forth between this meal called the Pad See-Ew, which is basically like a flat drunken noodle is what they call it, for the basil fried rice, which the basil fried rice is absolutely amazing. But I really didn't want to do rice today, so we went with noodles. But if you guys are ever in Fort Wayne, or for those of you who live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, definitely try out Nori. Nori is absolutely bomb. They also, if you're not really into like Thai or super spicy, you can do just the teriyaki chicken. They have some of the just traditional stuff, and then they also have, what is it called? Because I don't eat it, but Brian does. I can't think of the name of it now. Where sometimes it's like red. What is it called? I'm like, oh my god, I'm having a brain freeze right now. So I can't even tell you guys, but I wish I could. But they just have a lot of different options, so definitely try them out if you're here in Fort Wayne. They also have sushi, which I love sushi. I just don't typically order sushi to go. If I get sushi, I want my sushi super fresh.
What's going on? I hope I'm on your mind, on your mind. I've got 70,000 friends, so I guess it'll be alright, be alright. I know someday we could finally be friends, without risk of falling in love again. And I feel now it is time to let you go, without hesitation. I don't know what I want, I don't know what I need, but I feel a loss of balance when I think of you and me. I don't know what I want, I don't know what I need, but I feel there's something missing, someone's missing me. I don't know if what we had was just a waste of time.
I'm gonna walk you through really quickly what I'm doing to my nails. This is so easy, and it's way easier than when I do the acrylic. So I'm pushing back my cuticles, and after I do that, I'm gonna take the drill and I'm going to go over my cuticles with this special tip that essentially takes off the cuticles, but it does not hurt your nails. And then once I do that, I'm going to file the nails down so I have a way, or basically it makes it where the gel will grip to your nails easier so that the nails stay on longer. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go over all of my nails, and then I'm going to put on a primer as well as a product that basically makes it where you don't get any like fungus or anything growing underneath your nails. So this is so easy. It did probably take me about an hour, but you know, when you use these products, the nail prep and the primer, it does make it where your nails last a long time, and it makes that time you put into doing your nails worth it. So we're just putting this nail prep all over. We're putting it all over every single finger, and then the primer. One thing I will say, I feel like I should have done the primer like a couple fingers at a time, because as I got deeper into the 10 fingers that I have, I did find that it started to dry and I had to go over it with another coat. So just want to spike that out. If you decide to do this for yourself, just do one hand at a time or a couple fingers, and it'll be a lot easier. So we're now going to use these nail extensions, and I'm just fitting them to my nails, and we're just gonna go one by one and put the gel over my nail. For some of them I put it on my nail, and then others I put it on the tip and then applied the tip to the nail. It honestly really didn't matter. I felt like just making sure I didn't put too much gel was the biggest, most important thing. And then as I did it, I feel like the part I kind of struggle with a little bit is holding the nail down to make sure there's no bubbles and not making the nail be crooked when I put it under the lamp to cure the gel to my fingers. So it's not that hard, but you do kind of have to focus so that you don't end up putting the nails on crooked, because I had a couple crooked nails that you may or may not be able to see when I show you guys the finished product. But overall, like I said, it was not too hard. You can do this yourself. You just need the products. And I will see if I can grab the products. I've been kind of accumulating this stuff over the last few months, so I may not have the products, but as long as you saw the names and the labels, you should be able to do a search and find them for yourself. So I decided to drill the nails down and make them shorter, because for these kind of nails, they're not like acrylic, they're not as sturdy as acrylic, so I always feel like I need them to be a little bit shorter so they don't start like just popping off, because they're so, I don't know how to put it, like it just, you don't have a lot of pressure with the acrylic kind of holding them on there. But we went on and did the nail polish. I decided to go for some red. I'm going to tell you guys about that a little bit later. And y'all, it snowed. Can you believe this? Like, it's almost the end of April and we got snow. This is crazy. I just did my nails. They look aight or whatever. So I basically just did like these tips that you press on and you use the gel to adhere them or cure the nail to your nail bed. And I decided to go with the red. So I haven't done red in like so long. It's super bright. It's like kind of dramatic. So these are my nails, but I'm feeling them. I had some length. I just really wanted some nails because I feel like nails make you feel so feminine and girly and fun. And I didn't want to do the full-blown acrylic because I actually am going to go see someone here really shortly to have her put on like real acrylic and just have her do a really good job, as opposed to me doing an okay job if nobody looks too closely. So I'm obviously still trying to learn, but I'm going to be going to see her hopefully here really soon. So in the meantime, we got these little cute babies. But I wanted to show you guys some stuff I got from Ulta. So I hit up Ulta really quickly earlier, and I'm sorry it's so loud, but I got a couple of things. I'm about to do my feet really quickly now that I have my nails done. But I got this headband. I feel like when people do their makeup, it always is just so cute and nice to have their hair out the way and to take advantage of one of these headbands. So I've been wanting one for a while and decided to scoop that up. It was only $5. You can't beat that. I needed some more shavers, so I got these Hydro Silk 5 shavers, and this was $13, and I believe there are 2 of these in here. No, there's one, and then there's one replacement head. Also, I got a file for my feet because not going to get pedicures, I can tell that my feet are a little bit rough in the back. So I'm gonna take care of that today. We got to go to work on Myra's feet. So we're gonna handle that with this. I also got this this is like a scrubber, a charcoal exfoliating pair of gloves, and basically this is bamboo charcoal. It says it's been used and trusted for centuries to draw out and cleanse away toxins and impurities. Sounded pretty dope to me, so we're gonna try it. I wanted to honestly use this on my legs because I feel like my legs can use a little bit of exfoliation, and these hopefully will do the trick. The girl at the store was going crazy about this Space Candy R&R Bath Rocks, and she just said it's an experience. That was like, she just was like, you gotta try it, it's an experience. So she sold me. She definitely sold me on trying this particular product. I hope you guys can see that okay. And you can see that I got nail polish all over this nail. I just realized that. Looking in the camera, I'm like, what is that? That's nail polish. So yeah, but she said these are pretty bomb. They literally, they kind of look like space rocks, like real rocks. So I had never heard of it, but she said it's a whole experience, so I guess we're gonna find out. I don't think I'm gonna get in the whole bath, but I am gonna run the bath and put some of these in there for my legs and my feet. I also got the Dr. Teal's foaming bath. People rave about this stuff, so we're gonna try it out and see if it's all that it's hyped up to be. I got the Soothe and Sleep with lavender because whenever I take my baths, I always take it at night, so I want something that's gonna make me feel really relaxed. Last two items, I needed some more Urban Decay All-Nighter. This is my go-to face setting spray. Well, this is actually the primer. I got the primer. I have the setting spray though, and I love it, so I decided to get this product to go with it. And then last but not least, we got some cooling tea tree oil foot scrub. So I needed some scrub to obviously exfoliate my feet a little bit. Really good, better than the gloves would be able to do before I use the tool to get off all that dead skin. You know, we gotta get it off. We need those feet to be soft, so in the middle of the night when I put them on Brian, he's not giving me the side eye. Okay? I kind of want to see if this smells good. Oh, it's got a thingy. I'm glad it does though. Safety first, right? That smells good. It kind of honestly smells like mouthwash. Like it has that like minty menthol smell. But let's go ahead and get started. I want to knock these feet out. I'm probably going to also do my gel nails because I have white on right now. It's going to look crazy once I soak my feet. It's going to literally soak right off. So we're going to redo the gel. We're going to exfoliate those feet, and hopefully you guys are encouraged to do your feet and your legs too, because just because you're not going to the salon, if you're staying at home, you still got to handle those feet, okay? Don't be like me. And if you are going to the salon, don't forget to get a pedi when you get those hands done, okay? We're not putting those feet off. But spend that extra $20, $40 and get them feet done too. Also, I didn't really like how my hair turned out today. I don't know, I just really wasn't feeling the way the curls were looking. So I think that gel, I gave it 2 days of trying it, and I think I'm just gonna go back to my my Eco Styler. They say like once you find something that works, you just have to honestly stick with it. So I'm probably moving forward gonna stick with that. When I don't tie it twice, the back be looking so big. But whatever.
Just like a dream, yeah, you and me can't help but feel so unreal. Stay high with you. Your silhouette makes me forget all of my feelings just disappear when I'm with you. Ooh, ooh. I give you a taste. Now when you with me, you can have your cake. I give you a taste. Now when you with me, you can get your cake. You're moving closer, I feel the heat. Hands on your chest, you're all I want. I'll keep it warm, just like a dream. I'm coming in, the fantasy never leaves when I'm with you. I give you a taste. Now when you with me, you can have your cake. Give you a taste. Now when you with me, you can get your cake. All I ever wanted, so like you, that will love me like you do. Dreams of being haunted, you're my ghost, yeah.
Babe, don't you hate when you go to get a pedicure and they don't let your feet soak in the water long enough for your feet to get like squishy, where the stuff comes off that easy?
Never really thought about that.
I be so mad when they put you in the water and then they just get started. I be wanting to let my feet soak. Don't be just getting to work on these feet. These feet is hard. You need them things to soften up and soaking up. You don't just put a steak right on the stove. You don't just put a steak on the grill. You gotta let the steak marinate. Babe,
Yeah.
am I lying? Nah, don't be saying it like I'm lying. You know I'm telling the truth. You don't just pull no steak out and put it right on the grill, baby. You marinate that steak first. They better let my feet soak. Shoot. Just getting to work right on my feet right away. Boy, you crazy. Wednesday and I decided to put on a ponytail. So I'm doing the ponytail. I'm actually watching Simone Charisse, for those of you who follow her, and following her technique to put on a ponytail, something easy and light so that I can just have my hair done without feeling like I'm doing the most. And it's later on in the evening and I decided I want to do a quick little pedi on myself now that I have all of the, you know, the base stuff done in terms of like the filing of the actual skin and all that. So we're gonna put the Aveeno I was telling you guys about on my legs. Love it. Oh my goodness, like I just can't get enough. And you don't need a lot, okay? Don't go crazy with this stuff because you're gonna be too greasy. You just need it enough, and you only need a little itty bitty bit of that Johnson & Johnson because it will definitely make you greasy. But we're coming in now with some base coat on these toes, and then we're going to be using the White Addict from Nail Addict to paint my toenails because I like white. I feel like the white is just simple, easy. You know, it's low maintenance and it lasts a really long time when I do it with this gel on my toes. So I'm just going to do the base, the white, 2 coats of the white, and then we're going in with some top coat. So easy. If you don't have a gel kit at your house, you sleep, okay? You're gonna have to go get you one because these are so convenient. And if you mess up, I just use my fingernails and just take anything that's off on the skin. So you can do this yourself. Don't pay attention to how I got a little sloppy. I peeled it right off and I was good to go. But these are my nails if you couldn't see them last night. And let's get into the rest of my evening. Today is Wednesday and I need to repot this plant. It has this weird thing going on with the leaves, and the girl said that it is root rot. I just bought this plant. I think I showed you guys. I literally just bought this plant. So we're going to repot it, get it out of the soil so it's not rotten no more.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough.
So this morning when I first got up, I decided to do a ponytail. And I just honestly kind of wanted something super simple to do with my hair, but I wanted something different. So I actually think I'm about to take this down because my head is like screaming. So I'm kind of doing a quasi maintenance vlog if you haven't picked up on it. I mean, obviously the title will probably say that, but I feel like it's important to do just little things. It's almost like, you know, when you think about self-care, I don't know if you necessarily call this self-care. I think for me this is definitely like maintenance, like taking care of my outer body, nails, skin, shaving, fingernails, toenails, obviously, eyebrows. Like I didn't wax my eyebrows in this video, but I definitely had to take care of my eyebrows last night. So it's just kind of like those little things I feel like you do that help you feel, again, your best, like help you feel like your best self. And I feel like when you do those little things, it's like just amazing how it really makes you feel really good. I don't know, it's like the other day Cardi B was saying, she was saying like when she has her long nails on, she feels like she gonna make more money. And while I know she was being facetious, I definitely can see what she was saying and like where she was coming from with that thought. So don't sleep on the maintenance and doing the little things, because I know like for most of you or a lot of you who are staying home, it can be really easy to kind of fall into the trap of like you not doing anything. You're just not really like, you know, getting dressed, taking care of yourself. And I think we have to do those things that make us feel good, because I know when I get on camera and I'm dressed up and I feel my best, I perform my best. And it was hilarious. I started to tell you guys in a different video, but I think I got distracted. But I was dressed up one day for work. I had actually had a really big presentation in front of a steering committee, and one of my coworkers messaged me on the side and she was like, "You look so good." And she was like, "Way to be a representation for how we should still be putting our best foot forward." And I'm not gonna lie, that made me feel so good to see that she noticed. Like, people do notice, you know? So don't sleep on the self-care, the maintenance, you know, just doing those little things that are gonna make you feel your utmost best, because it really helps. Like, it honestly really does. But I'm about to turn on a book. But yeah, I wanna read a book, or listen to a book, I should say. So we're gonna go to Audible and find something, because maintenance, it's not just on the outside. It's on the inside too. It's up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do those little things to not only build yourself up, to take care of your exterior, but also take care of your interior. Maintain your interior too, okay? Like, it wouldn't be a video if I didn't have a little bit of that. So I am going to turn on The Brain That Changes Itself. But before I do, you guys, I was telling you how I joined a course. So the course is with a guy named Tay Sweet, W-S-W-E-A-T. And he has an Instagram. His Instagram is huge. He's got like 1.3 million followers. And Tay is a trader. So he's a trader. He does like day swing trading options, all that good stuff. And he is really, really good. So I've been taking his course. I love the fact that the strategy he uses is very, very similar to what I had learned from teaching myself. And I'm gonna tell y'all, he has called out a couple plays over the last 24 hours that made me some good money. And I was just like, when he called him out and I went and I looked him up, as soon as he called him out, I was looking at the charts like, these are beautiful, like perfectly set up plays. So, you know, when you get into courses, like if you're really trying to learn how to trade, you obviously have the option between teaching yourself and doing courses. And I feel like I've done pretty good teaching myself, and there's definitely a lot, I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've learned from those mistakes. I really feel like I've done a good job over the last 12 months or so, and I love it. It's so much fun. And trading and learning from Tay has been just the icing on the cake. So if you're thinking about doing a course and you have the money to invest in something like that, because it's not cheap, his course is definitely not cheap, look into it and see if that's a fit for you. But I have my plunk, and I'm actually about to, I think, go ahead and put my pajamas on and get ready for bed. We'll spend a little bit more time together tomorrow. I definitely have a few things I want to do with you guys, but I definitely also want to just encourage you to don't sleep on the maintenance like we talked about. Like, hands down, don't sleep on it. And plan the little things you want to do to take care of your exterior, take care of yourself, take care of your mental as well, whether it be meditation, whether it be making sure you get better sleep. Like, all those things are maintenance, okay? Maintenance ain't just getting cute, putting your lashes on, getting a pedicure, putting on nails. Maintenance is definitely more than that, in my humble opinion. But I'm gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow so we can, you know, get into some more things. But I definitely wanted to drop that on you. my plant today that I ordered. I think I might have told you guys I ordered this plant from plants.com, and it's so cute, but it lost 2 really big pieces. I don't think you call it like leaves, it's like a bunch of leaves, and it lost 2 of them. So I was pretty disappointed about that. But I wanted to show you guys, I got this thing. It's basically like a sleep, what's the proper term for it? It's like a sleep machine. It's like white noise. So I don't know if any of you have challenges with getting to sleep. I usually don't have challenges getting to sleep, but what I have found is that if I am not really sleepy, I may take a little bit to get right to sleep. So lately I've been using other things to help me. I do the Peloton sleep meditation, which I never make it through those. Those always help me get right to sleep. But I really wanted to get the sleep machine because I've seen a lot of people in the Moms of Peloton talk about it, and they just rant and rave about this machine. So this is the machine. It's from a company called Dome, D-O-H-M, and it's the yoga sleep machine. So I'm gonna plug this in for you guys. I wanted to show you real quickly. This is what the actual machine looks like, and it's pretty simple, not too big, fits in the palm of my hand. And I think this could also be good like if you have pets and you need to leave your pets home alone and your pets have anxiety or they don't like being left. This could be something that could help kind of calm their nerves down a little bit, as well as if you have kids who have trouble getting to sleep or it's loud. Like, this is something you can really have a benefit with. I know at my job they actually run, there's like a white noise in our building so we don't hear manufacturing. So people use this for all the time. Like, it's be worth Googling to see different ways to use white noise machines, but I'm gonna turn it on and let's see what this thing sounds like. Okay, so we have her plugged in and we're gonna so basically it sounds like a fan. Like, literally sounds like a fan with no air. Okay, let's turn it on to the second. I hope you can hear this. I think that could help me get to sleep. This is low-key, I'm feeling sleepy already. You like that, Brian? I do. Ooh. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna be using it, and since he sleeps next to me, he's gonna be using it too. So it's a yoga sleep machine. I think I could also try this with the twins and see if they like it. Adris, you want to try the sleep machine?
I'm sleepy.
You getting sleepy? Yeah. Okay, so it says this appliance has a polarized plug. One blade is wider than the other. Make sure you fit it in the outlet the way that it's supposed to be. Do not attempt to defeat the safety feature. Okay. And that's basically it. So they really don't have any other instructions or warnings. This is the only instruction that it has. Push the button when you have noise you want to drown out. There you go. I have one more thing that's coming today that I cannot wait to get. So let me see if it's almost here. It's some perfume that I wanted to show you guys. So I have gotten, I think, 2 perfumes since I last told you guys about my perfume collection. I've been like quietly stocking up on new perfumes. So I just feel like I really don't have anything else to do, and I love fragrance. I love smelling good. So I want to tell you real fast. I can't find it though. Okay, so I guess my perfume's not coming till Monday. That's all good. I wanted to show you guys, but I'm gonna wait until next week to show you. And then this weekend, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to Chicago to see my brother, so I'm gonna be dropping something off with him and getting to see my brother. I haven't seen my brother in, I think, over a year. It'll be really dope to see him. It's gonna be such a fun time to go to Chicago. I love Chicago. If you're someone who likes Chicago as well, we're gonna definitely have a good time. Record the whole weekend. It's gonna be definitely an adventure. And I think that's kind of the only thing I wanted to tell you guys. Later on, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. We're gonna wax these eyebrows since we're doing like maintenance at the house. And then there's a couple other things I wanted to talk to you guys about later, so we'll check in a little bit later and get it going. Everything I'm using today is from Sally Beauty. I have the GG products, so the GG strips, the GG wax warmer kit, and then the wax is GG as well. We're gonna start off by taking off, we're gonna start off by taking off some of my eye makeup so that I can easily do this. All right, now we're ready. So I have a stick. This is from GG, the GG brand. And it's so easy, you guys. You just dip it in the wax, grab some wax, and then we're gonna blow it off to cool it just a little bit. Ooh, my eyes are watering so bad. Just took my whole makeup off. And then we're gonna just let it cool. Take a sip of Plonk. This is so easy. Anybody can do it, I promise you. So what I like to do, once it's dry, is just kind of pull the eye so it can be like really flat and stretched out. And then breathe in. Woo! Woo, child. Yeah, we got them eyebrow hairs. Boy, that junk hurt. So I hope it's bright enough in here, but these are my eyebrows.
Yeah, man, I remember being so naive when life was good, weather and palm trees. Back in the day, you were everything I need. But then along came a time when you crushed my dreams. Oh yeah, you played me.
Y'all,
like
so while my food is in the oven, I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly and basically about the market. I know all of you don't trade, but I do think that I really do want to encourage most of you to look into it. And I don't want you to look into doing it if you're not going to put the time in, not going to put the work in. But if you put the work in, you put the research in, you put the time in, you can really make it happen. You can do some really amazing things in the market. And like I had told you guys before, I really feel for once in my life like I can truly be a millionaire, and I've never felt that confident about anything pertaining to money before in my life. And this week was such a good week when it comes to trades. Today I did 1,600. Yesterday I was up 2K, and I was like trying to see if everything was about to level up over the level it's in, and it didn't. So it ate back like a lot. I wrote it back down, so I ended up only taking 400 in profit yesterday. But this week has been a really good week. Tay has so many pearls that he's been sharing that just have helped me round out my trading style, help me perfect just everything. Like, it's been so good. And I just want to encourage you guys, like, don't do it if you're not willing to really truly commit to it, like for real commit. Look at it like a second job or a real significant side hustle. But I don't know, I feel so good about the potential for what I can do in my life in the future, and I want you guys to feel the same way as well. Like, when I made my channel, I wanted to be, they say, be the change you want to see in this world. That's exactly what I wanted to be. I wanted to be someone that shared what they know, shared the things that I wish I could have found from somebody else. And I just really want to encourage you guys, like, even if you're not swing trading, day trading, buy things that you love and go into feeling good about. Like Apple. Apple, historically, when you look at their chart, they've always surpassed previous levels that they had. It's always made more money than it did in the past. There's some stocks like that. You can put your money in safe stocks. You can buy ETFs. My favorite ETF right now is ARK, A-R-K-K. Now, none of this is stock advice, but I do want to encourage you to think about this. So with that, you guys, I really hope you've enjoyed just kind of like dabbling in a little bit of the like home maintenance, because I do think it's fun. It makes you feel good. But I hope you guys feel a little bit encouraged when it comes to your at-home maintenance / self-care, because this is kind of self-care, But it's also maintenance. These are things you do to maintain yourself, maintain your body. And we will see you next Monday for the weekend video, the weekend vlog, and then next Friday for next Friday's week vlog. So I hope you guys look forward to that. We're going to Chicago this weekend, so the weekend vlog's gonna be fun. So don't miss out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.